is Kumar Adarsh, and I am living in Devgarh, Jharkhand, ma'am. And regarding my future plans, ma'am, I haven't decided yet, but I have got a lot of interest in different areas of the law. And I chose law just because, ma'am, I don't know why, but I can say that I it felt very interesting. The topic in itself means the subject. Like I had an inclination like to wear a black suit or a black uh, attire to talk to people and to communicate and to fight a case like how we used to see in suits, ma'am. So somewhere I had an interest. Then I saw suits. Then again I thought that why not should I try this? And in always I had something I was used to think about that if I am drafting something, if I am telling something, if I am writing something, then what should my points be? How should I structure it? And actually, I felt like law is very important. It's something which the entire world is running, na- including the nature. We call it, some call the nature's. Man, actually, what I mean to say is that, ma'am, the ambit of law is too means it's too much. It's so expanded that Mother Nature has its own law. Everything governs by law. Everything runs on the law itself. If there wouldn't have been any law, then I don't think that this world would have even existed. So be it a nature or be it us, be it a system, be it a government, everything runs on the law itself. And those people, those who means they try to try to use means to take advantage of it and try to break the law. So more I think about the law, so the more I focus on its enforcement, the way you enforce it on the people who doesn't understand what to be like a good human. So it's more I think about the law, it's I drive towards the criminal litigation, because I happen to see people, I happen to observe people, and I think they means there is a sense of, in these days people are not thinking, they are just reacting. So there needs to be a law so that everyone is guided and can be controlled to a certain extent, so that by if they do something that should not hurt or injure others. So basically I had an inclination towards it, so that also I like to do cases where I can help a lot of people. I like to teach. I like to teach also, and means whenever I find to meet with kids, those who are doing labor at a very young age itself, I try to communicate with them. I try to talk to them that why don't you study? Why don't you go to school? So when I get the feedback that they have such and such problems, I feel so bad, but I don't know from what should I do with for them. How should I help them? So it's totally unclear. So I thought that I can use law even to help others and even to help myself. Like if I am in a situation, if someone is in a situation, then if I am there, then I will try my level best with all the knowledge with which I'll be gaining in future, so that I may use it for others also. After joining a law school, I was still unaware that we have to study so much. I had an interest, but I didn't know that this much we had to study, and in this thing which I am getting into is so vast. At first, I had interest. I had something in my subconscious mind. I had an inclination towards it. But after when I entered in the college, first time I did internship in district and trial court itself, sessions court itself with an criminal lawyer advocate, because my whole actually my whole interest is particularly on the criminal litigation side. Me and when first time when I did the internship, I was totally clueless. What is the CRPC? What's the IPC? What's the use of it? How to use evidence? How to build your arguments? How does the paperwork is done? So within that time also, I used to visit all the courts. I used to go. I used to sit with my senior and his with his clients, and they used to discuss their issues, and servers used to give them legal advices. And also uh, sir was so used in front of me, so used to give some sessions regarding how to proceed with the subject, how to work hard. And basically in drafting, actually the whole point is that whatever we do, we need documents, we need everything. Like if I'm sitting here, this is the property which it also needs a document to clearly tell that this particular person owns this part of the area or this part of the land. And if you are going for anything which you require certain documents, certain written affidavit or anything. So if for the law and in drafting, I felt that I need to learn as well as the substantive part, means the IPC or the procedural or the most probably the theoretical part. I studied that, but the thing was that how what should I do with it? How should I apply it? So this was all clustering in my mind, and I was really thinking that what should I do with it. Then after doing that internship, so I got a pretty small idea that you from what all codes are there, where to file a case, what is a certified copy means and how it is issued. So small thing from the small. My dad used to say that for any lawyer you should also learn from the basics, that the basics are the must. And I guess the just because of the our basic knowledge and basic understanding only, we can build we can build our knowledge based on that. Like how in any building you see, if the foundation is not strong, if my basics are not strong, then will it last? Then will the building last? That's my question. Actually it won't last. That's what it is. So if I just focused on clearing my basics. When I entered in drafting sessions with the LawSikho, first time it was, I thought that it's too much. But second on thought, I started slogging, I started studying, I started reading, I started going through all the PDF or the materials which were provided to me. Then I worked. Then I also in between the course also again I approached my sir. When now in my third years, again I approached the same sir with whom I have done my first internship. He told me that yes, I can come. I went there, and I was confident enough to say him that yes sir, if you give me this document, I can draft it, I can take your dictations with whatever speed you want, and I can sum up the whole thing and I can present it to you. So this way, the I think every lawyer should know what grounds they are taking, what facts they are taking, what the legal points they are taking. They have to maintain, they have to write it down, they have to focus on that. So you need a document which will present your idea, your concept, your arguments, which will help the other clients, which will help the other people. So by learning drafting, I am mostly focusing that if my documents are right, if everything what I'm doing, whatever I'm writing is true and it's correct, and I don't think that if any other people will face problem. Like if someone is giving me to draft something, and if I make a blunder of mistakes, then that client has to pay. So first of all, that I have to learn, I have to study hard, I have to work, means focus my whole heart and to just try to clear all my doubts and clear all my conceptions and to learn more. So basically I think that for documentation and for everything, you need to learn drafting. A basic drafting is must required for any lawyer, so that you can also develop your grounds. Even when I didn't know how to prepare for the arguments in a court, and what all to we should mention, I by reading the files, by studying here, by writing drafting or the assignments, then I started understanding that what points are important and what points are not important, how should be the draft, how should be maintained, what all points I should mention. So everything was, now I got the whole idea of how, a small idea of how practical things work here in our legal fraternity, how the practical aspect works. What I am studying, this is the theoretical part. So reading all that all the time and not using it, it you know sometimes it makes you like, what I'm doing with my life, like what I'm doing seriously, just learning. So by applying that, now I know what all aspects I should focus on, what all theoretical aspects I should read. So this was the whole idea of doing drafting, so that my documentation should be good and it should help others in every manner. It should be clear and whatever. I just try. I'm just trying. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but I'm just trying. Regarding points, ma'am, on the point is just a criteria to understand that where all if you are if I got around, I am mentioning my points, ma'am, and please, it's around I got 7 plus 7.5. It's okay, it's fine. So at least now I can focus why I didn't get 2.5, why I didn't got 2. So the after when I entered the course and when I did my first other assignments, and when the whole feedback, when I what I received from the teachers, that was really fruitful, because now I can focus on what grammatical errors are not relevant, what I should have done in that point. So now I can think, I can reanalyze my work, I can reanalyze what I have to do, and then I can get a better picture of it, so that the next time if I do a drafting, I should not commit the same mistakes which I have done in my previous drafts. So basically it's part of learning, and my teachers also tell me that mistake is also part of learning. But what I was trying to do was that I was just by learning from other people their mistakes, I was trying to cover up that I should not do such and such mistakes that in my law school session, or in my drafting session, or in future. So basically the LawSikho's assignments and the LawSikho's all the materials which were provided to me were so fruitful, so knowledgeable, and so it was enriching. It was making a concept clear, just to give you a start, just to give you something that you should focus on. Just like if you're getting a civil petition, how you draft a civil writ petition. So I was clueless what to do in that. But after reading, after knowing some rule and orders of the CPC, so it was getting clear a bit. Okay, so this is the CPC. We have to do with this the civil part, and there are all a lot of things attached to it. The civil litigations, which is so much that I personally I don't want to go for the CPC or the civil part. But for the sake of, because I being a studying as a student of a law school and lawyer, so at least I should know what CPC is. I should know that if someone approaches me for this thing, then I should help them. I should work. And the ma'am, it was very clear, because those all assignments gave me confidence to in front of others, so that I can perform. Like in my first internship, I was sitting quiet. I don't know what from where to start, what to do. The sir was telling, I was just listening, and I wasn't questioning too much. But this time, I was questioning him. I was asking him when I had this doubt. I was able to question the teachers, mentors of the LawSikho, and they really helped me. Whenever I called them, it was not like that I'm an outsider. It was like that, yeah, I'm a part of something, and they are really helping me, not just by taking money, but also they are providing so much content, so much help, that I don't think that any other online sessions or online courses are providing these days. And what I feel is that I took the criminal litigation course because I from the first point itself I have already decided that I'll be taking a certificate course related to drafting and related to criminal trial advocacy. So these two, because I thought that I'll be drafting is crucial. You need to learn drafting, and also criminal part is where I've got so much of interest in that, particularly in criminal part. So that's why my whole concept is to understand the criminal, how the criminal mind works and what they do. So basically a part of psychology also, and everything. So this was it. And the LawSikho's assignments, it helped. And actually the LawSikho's assignment where I just find one, means I felt one thing, that I wanted one or two more extra samples in all my assignments, so that I can get a bigger picture. Because I got an attachment, I got something, but that is not the whole thing. There are many other drafts which are very different, which are quite bit different. Just I know that the concept is all about understanding the basics, but I was trying to get more involved, to get more points so that I can change or structure my draft in my own way. So I got many idea, but still I needed a few more attachments so that I can see through it and I can get a bigger picture out of it, and then I can draft it. So only just one small thing. The rest, teachers were awesome. They taught very well. They interacted very well, and I never expected any online courses that they any online course stream or any platform that they will work so hard on each and every person who has signed up for this course. I never expected that. I never expected any personal interaction with anything. I thought that, yeah, I'm taking this course, I'll learn from it, then I'll see what do I have to do. But after, since ma'am and other teachers were so kind, so polite, so they addressed well, and it was fun. Actually, it was good, and I could learn more from them. So basically, then only I decided that, yeah, I'll take the other course as a advanced criminal litigation and trial advocacy. That was I thought of doing it before also, so I guess I'll go for it again. LawSikho.